clauses. Today we are going to discuss about clause. What is a clause? What are the conditions? How many types are there? So let's understand clauses. Clauses, it is a group of words. It has subject-verb combination. It has complete meaning by itself. If a sentence is having all these conditions, it means it is a clause. Let's understand with the help of an example. He eats fruits regularly. It is a simple sentence. The first condition, it should be a group of words. So we can say it is a group of words. The second condition, it should have subject-verb combination. He is a subject in this sentence. Eats is a verb. So I can tell this thing that it is having this condition also. The third one, it should have complete meaning by itself. If we are telling he eats fruits regularly, it is complete word because it is giving the complete sense. So we can tell this thing, it is a clause. Another thing, a simple sentence can be a clause if it is having all these three conditions. Clauses are divided into two parts. Let's see how many parts are there and what are they. Clauses are divided into two parts, independent clause and dependent clause. We can call independent clause as a main clause and dependent clause as a subordinate clause also. Let's understand the first part of the clause. It is independent clause. What is independent clause? It is having three conditions again. It is a complete sentence by itself. It must have subject-verb combination. And the third thing, which is the most important thing, it does not need any other clause for its existence. It means it is a complete sentence. The meaning of this one should be complete. For example, we have taken here, you may read. It is a complete sentence. This is the first thing. Second thing, group of words is there. A subject-verb combination is there. You is a subject and read is a verb. So now the first sentence, the first condition, complete sentence by itself, it is a complete sentence. The second one, subject-verb combination, subject is there, verb is there, subject-verb combination is there. And the third thing, it is complete itself. It doesn't need any other clause to complete it. So it is known as independent clause. Let's discuss the second part of the clause. It is dependent clause. Let's see what are the conditions. Dependent clause must have subject-verb combination. This is the first condition. Second condition, it does not have complete sense. It means it is incomplete, or we can tell this thing that it is not having complete sense. The third thing, dependent on independent clause. It means it is incomplete. It needs main clause to complete it. And the fourth thing, it is connected to the main clause by connector. Connector, which is also known as conjunction. It is starting with conjunction. We can discuss here with example. Whatever you want. Now in this one, let's see how many conditions it is fulfilling. The first one, it is you is a subject and we, that is want, is a verb. So it means it is having subject-verb combination. One thing. Second thing, does not have complete sense. Whatever you want. Now we can tell this thing, whatever you want. It means something is there, something is incomplete here. So it means it does not have complete sense. The third thing, it needs main clause to complete it. It is dependent on independent clause, starting with the help of connector. Here, whatever is connector, this one is connector. That's why we can tell this thing, it is dependent clause. It is not independent, it is dependent clause. Now in this example, we have joined both the examples which we have taken in independent and dependent clause. In independent clause, we have taken you may read, and in dependent clause, we have taken whatever you want. Now, if we are combining both the sentences, examples together, it is having the complete meaning. One thing. Second thing, it is independent. Why I am telling you independent? It is independent clause because it is having subject verb. It is a group of words. Another thing, it is having the complete meaning. That's why it is known as independent clause. Let's see the next one. Whatever you want. The first thing, whatever, as I told you, dependent clause is starting with connector. So it is connector. it is also having subject verb combination. It is subject and this one is known as verb. So it means this portion which is having the complete meaning, group of words, subject verb combination, it is independent clause. This one, it is having subject verb combination but it is incomplete. Like this one, whatever you want, it is incomplete. So we'll have to combine this together. So this is known as dependent clause. Hope that you understand. We are going to discuss few more examples. Let's see what are they. Let's understand dependent and independent clause with some more example. Let's see. I earn whatever I can. This is a sentence. In this one, main clause and subordinate clause, or dependent and independent, both the clauses are there. Let's understand how it is. The first one, I earn. I is a subject, earn is a verb. And it is having the complete meaning. So we can tell this thing, it is independent clause. The second one, whatever I can. I is again here, subject, it is verb, but it is starting with whatever. And another thing, if I am removing this portion, whatever I can, it is incomplete. The sense is incomplete. That's why it is known as dependent clause. Let's see the second example. He replied that he could come. He replied. If I am taking here, it is subject, it is verb, having the complete meaning. He replied, having the complete sense, having subject verb combination. And another thing, it is complete also. That's why it is known as independent clause. The second part, that he could come. Now let's see. Subject is there, verb is there. Another thing, connecting with the main clause or independent clause with connector. So that's why it is known as dependent clause. Understood? Now come to the next one, which is, I have taken the different example of this one. In this one, what is there? We have taken the connector in the second part. Here the connector is coming in the first part. You don't listen to me. Subject is there, verb is there. Another thing, if I am telling this thing, if you don't listen to me, it means something is there, it is incomplete. That's why it is known as, this portion is known as dependent clause. You will be punished. You, subject is there, punished, verb is there, and it is having the complete meaning. It is known as independent clause. I hope that you understand. If you are having any problem or any query, please write down in the comment section. Have a nice day.